Hi, welcome to the Traveling Petite Girl Q&A video where you ask me questions and I answer them. So let's get started. The first question is, how do you come up with your content? So I read a lot of travel blogs for inspiration, and I will pick and choose each thing that I like from each post that I read and put them together into the content that I create and create something that's me, something that I'm proud of making, and something that's like really informative to other people. Second question, how did you come up with your name, Traveling Petite Girl? So there I was in a plane sitting in the aisle seat and I was really sleepy, and I noticed that the two people in the middle and aisle seat needed to go to the bathroom, but apparently they just walked over me because I'm so small. So I was like, I want to write this on Twitter. So I went on my Twitter. The perks of being a traveling petite girl is that when people walk over you, blah blah blah. Traveling petite girl, that sounds kind of nice. I was so excited by the name. I bought the domain. I changed my Instagram account, Johanna Was Here, to Traveling Petite Girl, and everything started from there. Next question, why the pineapple? Because pineapples are delicious. They're juicy and sweet, kind of like me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm all about having a life that's delicious and juicy, and the pineapple represents that for me. And another thing is that the pineapple also symbolizes being hospitable, friendly, warm, and welcoming, and approachable, and that's really what my brand is. I don't want people to be like, oh, she's got this many followers, she's not gonna reply to me. We're the same people, let's go hang out. So yeah. Next question is, what do you recommend for growing a following for newbies on Instagram and travel blogging? There are a lot of ways to grow your following. What I do recommend, since something that's free, is engagement groups and comment pods on Instagram. I know this is something Instagram is really trying to get rid of, but it's still gonna happen. Like, people will still find a way. So just find an engagement group, whether it be on Instagram or on WhatsApp. Basically, what a comment pod or an engagement group is, every time a person posts something on their Instagram account, they'll link it straight to that comment pod, and everyone in that comment pod will go comment on it. This helps with growing your following because if you're able to get a lot of people to comment on your picture within a short amount of time, it's more likely to be on the explore page of Instagram. And when it's on the explore page, more people will see it, more people will like your content and engage more with it. So it has like this positive reinforcement thing going on. It might not be authentic and you will get comments that are pretty forced, but that's like the nature of what comment pods and engagement groups are. But what I love about it is that you actually meet people who are like-minded like you, so you make a lot of friends. So that's for growing a following on Instagram. For growing a following with travel blogging, the way I did it is through giveaways, and basically I would give away something that's travel related, something that's fun and feminine, because that's my brand. I would promote it on my Instagram. I'll create Facebook ads for it, promote it, make sure people subscribe to me via email, and that's how I gain email subscribers through my travel blog. Next question, how do you have a consistent work discipline while traveling? So while I was still in school, I slowly transitioned from a full-time on-site student to part-time on-site to part-time online. And that helped a lot when I finally graduated and was doing pretty much everything online. And in general, I'm a pretty disciplined person, so it was kind of innate already. Next question, how did you get your style for blogging? Like the design of the cover pics for each blog post, color schemes and the font and all that. So before you even design anything, you want to get an idea of how you want your presence to come across people. Do you want it to be fun? Do you want to look professional or friendly? Write the mission and vision, and once you have a heart-to-heart with yourself about that, then you can design, because your design is going to represent what that vision and mission is. And majority of the design process, in my experience, is like researching and sketching. In the end, you're gonna come up with something that you love. So do not skip the researching and do not skip the sketching part. So the next question is, how the heck did you grow like that? Did you pay, advertise, just consistency, or did you do a lot of collabs? I did everything. Something that you'll learn in travel blogging is that you're going to be spending a lot of time marketing, and your social media is your marketing. I invested in my marketing and it's helped me grow a lot. I started with 300 followers in my account. The Johanna Was Here account was actually my personal account, and I was like, let's go switch it to my blog so at least I have 300 followers. So I started from 300 and I grew up all the way to this number, 20-something thousand within 12 months. And yeah, it was crazy amount of growth, and I did pay for a lot of shit. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be cussing. This is the way that I talk, and I want to be authentic. So I would just speak to you in the way that I would in real life, and I would just bleep out the words that are not appropriate to have on a video. So I invested a lot in my marketing, and a lot of that included giveaways where I would use my own money to buy something that I think people who follow my blog would like, and I'll give it away for free. and I would pay for the Facebook ads to promote that giveaway. Same thing with collabs, like I will collab with brands that I like, and along with me promoting them, they're also promoting me too. And engagement groups and comment pods. Next question, who or what influenced you to start Traveling Petite Girl? I really like this question. So it was summer of 2016, and I was with my sister, and she asked me, what is an ideal day for you? She told me to describe it from the moment I wake up to the moment that I sleep. So I wake up in this really beautiful white apartment in Greece, and then I walk out, and then my bike's over there. So I'm riding my bike on this really rocky road, and I arrive at this market, at this open air market, and I find this chopped up squid that's like packed into a ball and it's deep fried. I buy it, I sit down at this table, I eat it, and I take out my notebook from my purse and I start writing the notes. And I sit on my laptop, bring out the notebook, look at the notes, and then I start writing, and then I go to bed. I was describing that to my sister, and I was like, what does that sound like if that's an ideal day for me? Sounds like a food blogger or a travel blogger. Sounds awesome. I'm gonna do that. So it was that conversation that sparked everything, and here I am. So next question is, how do you stay motivated and accomplish your goals? So I'm gonna share you a little something on how I think. When it comes to accomplishing goals, I think backwards. Generally, people will be like, okay, if I want to be an amazing travel blogger, I need to do all these things, and then I can be the amazing travel blogger. But what if you work backwards and like, okay, I want to be an amazing travel blogger. Let's be the being of what an amazing travel blogger is, which is like happy and free and passionate and friendly and approachable. And I will go ahead and just be what that amazing travel blogger is, even though I don't have a huge following of people, even though I'm not really positioned as an influencer. But as long as I'm being what an amazing travel blogger is, the rest is gonna follow, and it's gonna be way easier to accomplish those goals. It's basically fake it till you make it. So if you fake being an amazing travel blogger, everything's gonna follow. But you're not really faking everything, you're just being what an amazing travel blogger is, you just don't have everything yet. So the next question is, how did you get started working with brands and earning money? I actually have not earned money yet with my blog. Yes, I have this many followers and I'm a year old, and I've chosen not to earn money, at least my first year. One of my business goals for Traveling Petite Girl was to grow a loyal and engaged following of 30,000 people, and I reached 20-something people. And now my business goals for the second year of Traveling Petite Girl is to make a certain amount of money now that I have a loyal and engaged following. And with some of the brands that I've worked with, some of them have messaged me, like on Instagram. They're like, oh, we like the stuff that you create. Thank you for tagging us in that post that you did. We'd love to collaborate on something with you. Are you interested? But if you're just starting off being a travel blogger, you really have to hustle hard. If you think about it, there's a lot of travel bloggers who are starting off, and so that makes for a lot of competition, especially for the ones who are already so high up in the game. So you need to email as many brands as you can and put your name out there. This pretty much follows for anything that you're passionate about, so yeah, put yourself out there. Next question is, do I do this full-time? I don't do this full-time. It's like a part-time thingy. My other part-time thing is being a social media strategist, so yeah. So the next question is, what is it like talking with companies to get sponsorships, jobs, products, etc. when you're so young? I'm 26 years old, and there are a lot of people who are really killing the game who are way younger than me. So age has nothing to do with getting jobs or sponsorships or products. You just need to be professional, communicate with the people you're talking to promptly, and deliver the content on time. Basically, don't give them a hard time. Actually make things really, really easy for them to work with you. Next question is, best way to get comments? The comment pods and engagement groups, like I mentioned. And then the next question is, what are some things you wish you knew before travel blogging? I actually made a post about this, so you can read it. The title is 19 Nuggets of Advice for First-Time Travel Bloggers. Next one's a good question. So do you have a certain structure for contacting potential sponsors? Yes, I do. So when I email sponsors or brands that I want to collaborate with, the first email is going to be really short. Hi, I'm Jojo. I'm a travel blogger with Traveling Petite Girl, and I've been blogging for 12 months. I love your brand. I love blah, 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 blah about your brand. I have a few ideas for collaborating with you, and I really want to promote your brand. Please let me know if you're interested. I look forward to hearing from you. And then once I'm able to get a reply, then I'll go think of the ideas that I have, and then I'll tell them. That structure ends up getting created with the brand that I'm talking to. So the next question is, what is your favorite Filipino dish? Dinuguan, kare-kare, sinigang, turon, and gising-gising. I know people really like adobo. I think it's yummy, but Honestly, adobo can go f itself. There's a shit ton of amazing Filipino food that people haven't even heard of, so adobo. Next question is, where do you see yourself in a big picture, like 10 years from now? I'm debating whether I really need a college degree if I decided to pursue photography, so that's why I'm a little curious on what you plan to do in the far future. So yeah, I am a travel blogger, and do I see it as my permanent occupation? Not really. Actually, I see this travel blogging thing pushing me forward to another venture. I don't know what it is, but something's gonna happen, and I know something's gonna happen. So it's what I'm doing now, and it's something that I will continue to do, but it's not like my forever thing. But where I see myself 10 years from now is that I'm a rich ass businesswoman. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, I want to be a speaker. I want to be someone who moves and inspires people to live the best life that they want. And of course, I'd like to speak at events like talking about travel blogging or photography, or I just want to speak in front of a lot of people. I would say you don't really have to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life in college. I mean, you're really so young, and it's hard to figure out what you want to do for your whole life. Most people don't even realize what they want to do for the rest of their lives until they're like middle age, and that's perfectly normal and that's perfectly fine. And I think whatever you choose in college, have it be something that you love, obviously. But the whole point of college is not that you get to learn the skills of something that you're majoring in. It's the life skills that are important that will take you far. Because whatever skills you learn there, like being hardworking and diligent, putting your heart into something, being a great leader or a really great communicator, those are going to be the skills that are the most important. That way, when you actually pursue something that you love, it's going to be easy. It's a done deal because you already have the skills to do that. And in the end, that's what takes you far. The next question is, how do I ignite it? How do I really start? How do I keep that spark in me even though I won't get noticed when I start? By the way, I'm just the type of person who likes to perfect things when doing it. So to be honest, I'm afraid of failure. I get that. Kind of like the thing that I said, the be, have, and do. That's what I do to keep me motivated and keep the spark up. And who you are is a badass travel blogger. So, you know, like what I said with be, having, and doing, just be what that badass travel blogger is. And what does a badass travel blogger do? They will go out and make all the mistakes that they can. You'll get like shitty posts and shitty stuff, but at least in every shitty post and every shitty content that you make, you will learn so much in every mistake that you do. Because I mean, yeah, they're a mistake, but every mistake is a learning lesson, right? I would say, getting things perfect. Go straight for the mistakes. Being a failure, you're not a failure, and it gets easier every time you fail. So that's all the questions you guys have from me. You guys know where to find me. I'm gonna put all the links over here somewhere in the screen. Don't forget to follow me there. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!